Okay, okay. We good. Sorry about that. I am John Troy Nickel, obviously, don't you know? Alright, guys. Sorry, you can all hear me now, right? Sorry, I totally forgot that I had set this up on a different profile of OBS, but then I forgot to bring it over to the other profile. Yeah. Still muted? It's not muted. It's saying that audio is coming through. Oh my god. Okay, alright, okay. God, you guys are trolls. I was like, oh, do I have to restart this? Okay. You guys are such trolls. We can hear you. Shush! Shush! Okay. Alright, so we're gonna if you guys don't know who I am, welcome to my session of the Pixelogic ZBrush Live streams. My name is Ashley Adams, and what I do is I take this sphere that you're seeing right here and I kind of just move it all around, I mash it around a whole bunch, and I really just try and make something out of a mess. I try and get some sort of a shape going at first, and then I make a creature or a character out of that mess. And it's a fun exercise. It isn't necessarily, you know, something that you would do for production or anything like that, but what I like to do is to let loose a few times, right? So not be heavily reliant on reference and just kind of let my imagination do what it wants to do. And you can end up getting things that you wouldn't necessarily feel you could have gotten with using reference, because sometimes, especially if you're in a little bit of a slump, an art slump, you can get, at least for me personally, you can get a little bit too attached to the references that you're using, and you don't end up being as creative as you could be. So this is nice to try and get out of that sort of like artistic slump if you're going through that, or to just like keep it loose, you know? So if you guys do want to sculpt along with me, please feel free. There is a 45-day free trial down below that you can get for ZBrush, which is a very nice amount of time to try it and learn it. And feel free to post your images of what you're working on either in my Discord, or you can post Imgur links within the chat and we can check it out. But if it's easier for you to just post it in the Discord, please feel free. All right. You can't use what are you trying to do? Do I always start with a sphere? Yes, but we can start from something else. Do you want me to start from something else? Do you want me to start from a different primitive? It doesn't really matter what shape we start with, because this is going to get messed up anyways, and we're just gonna dynamesh it. So it's just the fact that you're starting with like a clump of clay, right? Hey, Seagull! Okay, so if you guys have any questions on what I'm doing as I'm doing it, sometimes I don't explain my process as much as people wish I would. So if you have a specific question about what I'm doing, feel free to ask me, all that kind of stuff. If you do want the Discord, let me just quickly get an invite for you guys. The Discord is my own personal Discord. It's not the Pixelogic Discord, but you can feel free to show people that do watch my my channel what you're working on. We have a big share area. Okay. Hey, Dave. New light in my room. No, it's just because it's still daytime because it's closing to summer. It's like, you know, it's not 5 o'clock in midnight. Show my hotkeys. So my hotkeys, the way that I set my hotkeys up, I'll run through really quickly. Shift 1 for me is to repeat an action. So if I were to move this, I could keep doing that over and over again. So let's say I wanted to like pull it out this way. I could just keep doing that by clicking Shift 1. It'll keep repeating the same action. And that's under your stroke. I think, yeah, replay last. So if you set this to a key that's easily used, you can actually just repeat the same action over and over again. It's really nice for scaling things. It's nice for moving things. It's nice for getting extra detail in certain alphas that you're using as well. My other hotkeys, I don't have a whole ton. I have 1 through 0, and those are my most used brushes. My most used brushes, I'll go through them. 1 is clay buildup. 2 I set as Damien standard. 3 H polish. 4 snake hook is my move brush. 5 is inflate. 6 is standard, so I don't really necessarily use standard as a standard brush. What I do is I end up like grabbing alphas and dragging them out and stuff, or I use it as a paintbrush. 7 is clay tubes. 8 is trim dynamic. 9 is a pinch. And 0 is Macut Mech A, which you can download online for free. And that one's really nice for... It's meant for hard surface, but I use it for stylized characters a lot as well. So hopefully that, yeah. My pillows, okay. Hey Retno, how's it going? No one's being a creeper, it's all good. Yeah, ZBrush has actions, so anything that you do, it's putting a cue in the action, right? So, as an action. So if you zoom out, that's considered an action. If you click, like, you know, if you move something like this, it's considered an action. If you zoom in, it's an action. If you put a stroke down, it's an action, right? So if you're doing an action, like moving this, this sphere up, and you wanted to do it again, but now it's going off of the screen and you zoom out and then you do it again, like the shift, you're just going to keep zooming out, right? Because that's considered an action. So you're going to want to, like, if you're using it for scaling purposes, like zoom out a whole bunch and then do your thing. Otherwise you're going to have a hard time just doing that over and over again. Oh, thank you, Mord. I really appreciate that for the plug. Yeah, so if you have any interest in what I'm doing, there's a bunch of links that Mord just slapped down there. Aspie substitute. Yeah, hopefully he'll come by. Okay, so that's enough time. If you guys are going to be sculpting along, feel free to drop it in the Discord, and I'll check them occasionally. There's not going to be like real like critiques or anything during the session because we're only here for 3 hours and 50 minutes now. I use a Wacom Intuos Pro medium, not a Cintiq. I use a 27-inch Cintiq at work though. Okay, all right. So let's just let's start doing something. Let's just start doing something. Remember, if you have any questions about what I'm doing as I'm doing them, please feel free to ask. I'm also, yeah, I don't really like go off of a theme. I just start kind of like making shapes and then try and see if I can find anything within that that's kind of cool. So we'll see what we end up with. It's always kind of like a grab bag. Though, like recently we've been putting horns on everything, so we try and go in a little bit of a different direction. Potentially. And again, like if I don't like something, we might just restart. If it's just really not working. So far I'm not exactly sure what this is going to be. And that's another thing too, if you go into your brush, like especially if you're using clay buildup, something that will affect a lot of your strokes is if you go into your brush, down to auto masking and select back face mask on. I have it as like an actual key here just because I use it so often. Then you won't affect the underside of like the side that's not facing the camera for your geo. So if you have that in contrast, if you have that off and you start doing it, right, like it'll start affecting both sides depending on your brush radius. So if you put that on and then you start doing your thing, you're not going to have that same problem. Okay, this is feeling pretty shellfishy, I'm thinking. Kind of like one of those, maybe like one of those like crabs, like what are they, the horseshoe crabs? A little bit. Okay, we can play off of like maybe like an alien horseshoe crab thing. Why not, right? Hey, Cherno, welcome! Difficult to go between the tab and the Cintiq. I'm not using a Cintiq currently, so it's not so difficult, but at work, I don't really have much of an issue with that. Hi, I'm John Troy. I'm John Troy Nickel. No. I'm kidding. If you guys don't know John Troy Nickel, you should go and check out those VODs. They recently, both him and Lena finally got back to streaming. They finally got their internet working and stuff, so I missed their last stream, but they are back. So definitely go and check them out. I mean, I'm John. Oh, you want holes in it? Is that what you're saying? I can get you holes in this. The back face, okay, back face masking is in your brush menu, right underneath your brush menu. If you go down to auto masking right here, and then click back face mask, okay? That's where you get it. Slice brush did you download and use on hotkey? I didn't download any slice brushes. If you hold Control Shift, you get this image right here, and this is your Control Shift, like basically your selects or your clips or your cutting brushes. And so you can either take something like a select lasso or a select rectangle or whatever to hide and unhide things, or you can get something like a clip curve to start clipping things off of your model, like so, which is actually something I'm going to start doing a little bit more of in terms of getting some cool shapes going. Nah, I don't like that. I lied. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm using right now is a ZSphere. I'm gonna play around with it. So if you append a ZSphere, you can actually play around with like appendages and things like that without being committed to it, which is incredibly useful. Hey Kyle, thanks for the change. I see it. It looks like a ship, yeah. Alright, see you, Seagull. Do I model hard surface mechs too? At work I do have to model hard surface things occasionally. I don't usually do it at home that much. You fear commitment? All right. Well, then this is the tool for you, Rect. All right. Have a great night, Tomb. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's good to see you again. If you guys don't know Tomb, check him out. He is super cool. He's got amazing art. He's a really great character artist, so check him out too. Asking about the slash brush used earlier. Oh, you're talking about Macut. Yeah, okay, so you can get that if you just Google, here, I'll type it. So Max, how's it going? With 3 fingers only, but like 17 legs, but only 3 fingers in total. Okay. I kind of want to make this like a big, like, scary stinger or some kind. And just just really want to like play with plates. Hi, Link! Hey, Zambra! How's it going? Texturing made in ZBrush as well. How do you texture your models? At work I use Substance Painter, but for a lot of assets I actually do a poly paint on my stuff first, just to have a base. Depending on what it is. For skin, I like doing like a base poly paint in ZBrush and then going to Substance and playing around with it, but they do have a pretty nice skin shader in Substance already there as a base. But yeah, if I'm texturing in ZBrush, most of the time it's just poly painting for me personally. I just kind of like paint bases onto things and then export them. Oh, you're still baking? Oh man, yeah. I don't know how to solve that problem that you were showing us earlier in, like a few days ago. Hermit crabs! Oh, hermit crabs are freaking weird. You know what I really like about the hermit crab? Like, artists, when they get hold of hermit crabs, like I've seen some people make little, like, glass houses, like little glass shells. They would be like a glass castle, but for like a hermit crab, it's like you'd see him walking around, but it would be like with a glass castle. It's kind of cute. Yeah, you can get you can definitely do that for Material ID, Julio. Hey Lacko, how's it going? Good place to find tutorials for Substance Painter. Honestly, like if you want to know anything about Substance Painter, just go to like Allegorithmic. I think they have their tutorials on YouTube. Oh yeah, Michael Pavlovich actually has some stuff on skin. Like he did a character, and then he did a walkthrough of Substance Painter. So he made his character in ZBrush. It's the guy with the big chain gun. And then he has a YouTube video for the Substance texturing, like of his skin and stuff that I saw. It's good, Link. It's good. Oh, okay. That's good, Zambra. Glad to hear it. I still haven't seen Kong. Still haven't seen Kong. Okay, linked. Yes! So everything that I'm doing with the ZSphere tool right now is just using the W, E, R keys the same way that you would use the transpose. Hey, Specky. It's technically an ape. Go about retopoing. You could retopo in ZBrush, or you could decimate your model and bring it into Maya, which is my preferred method personally. Though ZBrush does have retopo tools. So if you wanted to retopo, you would just drag a ZSphere out onto your model, and then there's a tab down here called Topology. And so if you click Edit Topology, you can start drawing around your model with the topology. You can draw your topology on. But I'm not doing that right now. Yeah, Topo Gun is pretty good. I just use Maya though. I haven't ever had an issue with quad draw at all. I know people don't necessarily like it, but I really like it, and I honestly haven't had an issue with it whatsoever. Same with ZBrush's retopo tools, like, is pretty straightforward as well. So another thing that I do when I'm doing these designs is I try and think about functionality. So, like, this thing wouldn't be able to move its leg through this thing. So I'm just trying to see if I can get some sort of, like, functional shape out of it at the same time. So this is still not 100% mobile. Probably. There we go. You decimate and use max? Yeah, I usually decimate. I usually decimate and then I bring it into Maya. That's usually my method. Sometimes I, you know, if it's small enough, then I do it inside of ZBrush. Because I'm somebody who doesn't really enjoy switching programs a whole bunch, and usually I can do most of what I need just like right in here. Like I don't like exporting and importing and blah 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 blah. Like the ZBrush bridge or the Go Z stuff really helps, but like I still would rather to not have like 100 things running at the same time. Substance painter for texturing, yes, at work. At work I do. I don't do a whole bunch of texturing at home just because I don't have a ton of time. I usually do like, you know, sculpting and then comping sculpts and stuff like that because I mean I do all the retopology and texturing and all that while I'm at work, so. And I'm just like, I always want to be sculpting something. I really like concept designing and that sort of a deal. Oh, you like the doodle? Thank you, Link. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I was eating lunch and I just drew something. Oh, so fancy. Yeah, Tim. It's it's okay. You can yeah, whatever. You don't have to use Maya in order to get good results for retopo. Like you get great results in ZBrush as well. Honestly, like I am a believer that it is the artist and second comes the tool. So if you know how to retopo, you're going to be able to use whatever program you really want to. And ZBrush's tools are, you know, what you need to retopologize, so. That's why I use it, like, if I don't have to do, like, huge amounts of retopology. When I say huge amounts of retopology, I mean, like something that's, like, extremely complex, because then, for me, it's, like, it's easier to just, like, deal with stuff in Maya. It's always going to be a personal preference. But for like faces and stuff like that, like just, yeah. Or, you know, like hard surface, like ZBrush is pretty great for hard surface as well. Like I can just do all my stuff like right in here. I know some people like the using a base method and stuff like that, like building it in Maya or Max beforehand, but I'm pretty okay with doing it in ZBrush. But again, that's like, I don't like switching programs a lot, so. Hey Bloody, how's it going? To learn anatomy for people starting out? Oh, there's so much. I'd say like Scott Eaton's a really good one. Raphael Grassetti has a good little a crochet thing. There's a lot of anatomy books out there. They're not coming to mind right now. There's see, for me like the way that I learned anatomy to start was I was drawing. Like, that's how I started. I started as a 2D artist. So I have things to recommend for drawing purposes, mostly. But I did take some of the Scott Eaton course. And I enjoyed that. I'm sure chat has a lot of recommendations for that sort of a thing. Oh, Link. Come on. Do I model, then substance paint, or is it the other? No. Yeah, you... Oh, pose the model, then substance paint. Okay, so in production, you don't pose the model. You just use it in A or T pose, whichever the riggers prefer. But if you're not planning on rigging your model, then you pose it and then do your stuff in substance with it posed. But that's only if you're not planning on rigging it. If you're planning on rigging it, don't pose it. The Dynamesh resolution, I'm just using a base of 128 right now. It'll depend on how big your model is within the document, and that will dictate what your resolution is going to be. So if I tell you to use 128, it's going to be different for everyone. I wouldn't say that, Julio. I wouldn't say that ZBrush is the hard way to do anything. It's actually the easy way to do a lot of things. That's why I stated it. Remesh topology acceptable for static assets? Yes. Yes, depending on what it is, right? Like, I know, like, rocks, for example. There's a lot of rocks that, and stuff like that, that are just used in production that we just kind of like ZRemesh it. In past productions, it's just been like, oh, well, there's so much to go through, like, just ZRemesh. Make sure that, like, things aren't spiraling, and then, like, fix it really quick, and then send it off. Like, the ZRemesh is actually pretty, especially for environment stuff. Not always, though, so don't quote me saying always, but there are cases where, the algorithm is actually pretty good. And you can draw, like, guides down for ZRemesher as well. You can draw topology or ZRemesh guides. Sorry, let me see. So ZRemesher guides right here. So this will draw out on your model, like, wherever you want, sort of like, you know, general topology guidelines for the algorithm to follow when it does its thing. So you can avoid getting, like, spirals in certain areas or get a different kind of a flow, right? So let's say I wanted this to go down, I would just draw a line like that, and then I'd make sure that the flow would go down with that line. Yeah, Andrew Loomis is very good, yes, for anatomy. Ah, yes, and Zomex, yes, anatomy for sculptors is good too. Yes, go hard and do a Scott Eaton course. Yo, it's worth it. It's so worth it. I don't have time to enter anything in the Substance Painter contest, unfortunately. But yes, if you guys don't know, there is a Substance Painter contest going on right now, which is pretty neat. Pretty neat. Thank you, Link. I appreciate it. Oh no, it's this song. No. I don't like that one. She's so sorry in that song. Makes me feel sorry. I don't want to feel sorry when I'm sculpting bugs and creepy things. Okay. Head crab! Sorry, I'm just catching up with chat right now. Oh yeah, I should save this. Let me do that. If you guys don't, if you guys aren't, you guys haven't saved, then do that. Save your work. Save your work. Save is for cat. No, save is for smart people, actually. You have no work? You're not doing anything? That's okay. That's fine. Oh, whew. It's like, how come this isn't clipping? It's because it's not selected. So if you guys didn't know, that's actually an easy way to make a bevel on stuff. Just a really quick, quick beveling trick. Look at me giving out those hard surface tips. But not really. Not really. The cat broke your stylus. What? Did anybody see that link going around to like that Twitter post where this girl was just like, "Hey, did you know that you can, you know, if you run out of the nibs on your I don't know if that'll focus. The little nib right here. If you run out of the nib, you can put pasta in it and and it'll work." I don't recommend actually like doing that though, because I haven't tried it. But there was like this link going around, and I was just like, really? Yeah, they said So, try it. Well, don't try it. Okay, I didn't actually say try it. That's a lie. That was... Kyle said that. No, he also didn't say try it. None of us said try it. Don't try it, because it might break your... But people were like putting spaghettis in their styluses, and apparently it was like working. But like I'd be afraid, like you would have to be really gentle with your pen in order for that to actually be okay. Feel like I would just like I don't know. Feel like I would just like disintegrate it. It would just disintegrate inside of my pen. And then it would just be a bunch of spaghetti, like, dust. You want to now? I mean, try it. I mean, don't try it. I mean, somebody report back. No, I'm kidding. Don't do it. I'm not Pixelogic is not responsible for you breaking your stylus pens, and nor am I. Disclaimer. You broke your third stylish? Stylish. I just said stylish. You got that stylish pen. Your stylus. Okay, I don't know. I don't know, Zambra. None of us. You can't. You're not allowed. I just put a disclaimer, therefore we're immune. It works that way, right? No, don't do that. Don't put spaghetti. Don't actually put spaghetti in your stylus. I was just saying there was somebody doing that. Yeah, I'm sure it destroys the actual, like, tablet itself. It probably scratches the crap out of it. Everybody's like, don't do it! Don't do it! Ah! Yeah, the pinch brush does push your topo around in ways that you might not enjoy. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot that OBS is not the highest priority. I gotta do that. Sorry about my lag. No, don't do it. Don't actually do that, please. Really good at sitting still, yes. Exactly that. Okay, I'm gonna make these into actual legs now. So you can go down to adaptive skin and turn the density down to 1, and I'm gonna say make adaptive skin, and it'll appear over here. So I'm gonna do that for all of them. No, just make the adaptive skin. Make adaptive skin. Append. 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 Turn off, turn off. Turn off. There we go. And now we have legs. Huzzah! Going to duplicate this mirror. Punch down. Oh wait. Delete this. So holding Control Shift and using the middle part right here of your move transpose line, you can actually duplicate something within the same subtool. And you can do that over and over again. So if you hold Shift, you can actually keep doing it as well. Or you can just go and order more nibs. This is true. No, Zambra, don't do that. The trimmer wire thing. You can't eat actual nibs, you can only eat the spaghetti ones. Yeah, I missed that. Sorry, Specky. There's a lot coming in, and it's hard for me to keep up with everything while I'm sculpting. Did anybody hear of it, Kyle? Did anybody else do it? Did somebody try it? Yeah, they're still talking about pasta nibs. They're gonna be on this for a while. Yeah, just like grab somebody random, like just go over, ooh, how long do you think it would take for somebody in your office, yo, just replace Paul's nib with a piece of pasta when he goes home tonight, and then tomorrow, and just see how long it takes him to recognize that there's a piece of pasta in his nib. But don't actually do that because it'll ruin his... I'm not responsible. Don't hate me. Chat is an obsessive creature. Not that that's a bad thing. Not that's a bad thing. No copy pasta, no. Pasta to Paul so he can try it in the next live stream. Oh man. you eat stylus nibs instead. If you have enough stylus nibs that are pasta, maybe. But why would you have that many stylus pens nibs? What are you doing? Oops. A pasta nib emote. Oh no! There's so many emotes that need to be made though. Still need a Paul emote. Get on that BTTV game. We also need ABBK. We need a proper BAM. And then I guess pass nib. Oh my god, you guys. Alright, what can we do here? Thinking. Should I make this into a bit of a weird sort of pseudo claw thing? Let us see. Oop, next one. Next. Nib hype. What is that? Oh, this. Okay, it's a guy holding a guitar. Got it. Worked with 13-inch Cintiq. Yeah, 13 inch is alright. I am biased towards the larger size of Cintiqs though, just because it's been, I use it at work, so I feel spoiled. I don't like that. Maybe if these ones. Yeah. Yeah. Third-party drawing, I have no idea. So it's just like, it's little things like this that I do, like these little breaks right here, because it breaks up the silhouette a lot. So before doing that, it's kind of straight, but then you can add a little bit of interest, right? Just like, boop, you pull out a little bit, and suddenly there's extra emphasis of going this way, right? Whereas before, it's just kind of all the same, like everything feels the same. You can break a silhouette just by doing something like that, and suddenly it feels like a shape is right here. It enforces what's already there. Hey, Bland. Hey, BB. An actual silhouette example? Oh, you want to see this in silhouette mode? I can show you silhouette mode. So this is the silhouette that I have right now. I'm gonna play with putting these big claw shapes in here. I'm gonna do sort of like a crab spider sort of deal this is turning into. So you can tell what's happening with this via an actual, with the silhouette right now. So anywhere that you look, you can get an idea of what this creature is and an interest in shape. So right here, you're seeing this sort of like break in silhouette. So if I'm still on this and I go to this, it's a very minor difference, but this is not as strong because like we've got a lot of angles going on here in this design. So if you pull in some angles, just something really tiny like that makes a big difference in terms of like where your eye is being carried and where it's holding. So this right here, it helps hold your eye in this area, which which is just generally like the center of the character as well. So I could even like, if I really wanted to, pull these out even more to really exaggerate it. So overall, I'm trying to get like a really nice shape going on right here, like with all the legs. I think these back ones, I could probably do something like this. How long have I been sculpting for? A total of about 3 years. Replicator? What are you making? Hey, the crab man himself. Guess what I'm making today, John? I would greet you with some slurping noises, but we have to be professional on this channel. Yeah, one of the 700 different spiders. That's the problem. You take any kind of a spider now and you turn it into a silhouette and suddenly it's like, oh hey, it's the Spider-Man logo. It'll be different enough, trust. We're only like an hour into this thing and I've been mostly talking to chat and answering questions and stuff. So this is gonna change quite a bit, I'm sure. Like it always does in every single stream. Is that a dog? Yeah, it is a dog. It's my dog. Could you not tell that it was a dog? Dude, don't diss my dog, man. Come on. Don't be a jerk. Oh, thank you, Sculpt. Thank God for professionalism. I can change that. I can risk the ban. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do it. I'm just kidding. Don't ban me, please. Talk about passive. Oh yeah, the passive nibs. Damn passive nibs though. Kyle getting on those passive nibs. Add feet? You want more feet? But this is a crab. It can't have feet. It can't... No. No, it's not industry standard enough. Oh, that's another thing too. You need a foot emote. You need to have a foot emote. We can't make... Oh, he wants Slurpee noise? Everyone wanted bacon cheeseburger and fries. Say what? Hey Snoro, how you doing? John, that's racist. Stop being racist. I'm just kidding, he's not racist. Don't ban him. Or do. Ban John. ban John for using Ming Lee. Start legs with this. Yeah, I started the legs with the ZSperes, so so you can watch the the VOD to see how I did that. I'm not gonna run through it again, just because like we actually gotta get stuff done. But the VOD will have it. So if you go into videos on the Pixelogic channel, or you wait for the YouTube video to be up, you'll be able to see it. Racist. No, Link, it's totally right. Just maybe not for this model. Man, you guys really want those slurps. Just have it as like a follow notification for Pixelogic. Some Slurpees. Ooh. So I don't think these back legs right here would be able to actually support this thing, which is like #1 in creature design. Make something that can support its own weight, unless it's like a sea creature and it's just floating all the time or something, but in which case like still make some kind of sense. So that being said, we gotta fix these legs. These legs are gonna be most of the stream, I bet. Too many legs. I got up at 7:30 this morning, so I had a nice 4 hours of sleep. Don't do what I do, it's really unhealthy. Get your sleep. People always asking for slurps. Hey Giovanni, how's it going? Skin stretch or in between form like wrinkles. Okay, so sculpt, make sure that you're getting all of your base forms first. All of that, like, you know, skin stretching and stuff will come a lot easier if you actually have your forms underneath working properly. Like, you know, if you do have that kind of a thing, make sure that you're understanding where, tension points are. So wrinkles and skin stretching all works the same as light fabric in a sense. Like, it's very similar. So if you have a wrinkle, it's most likely going to happen like in a tension point and coming from a tension point, right? So if a bunch of skin is being clumped up like this, like if I were older, I would have a bunch of like wrinkles right here, right? Like not a ton, but it would act in a similar way as fabric because it's going to be loose skin. And you know, everybody has wrinkles, so like even if you did this with your arm, you could see where your tension point is and where it's leading to. So stretching, an elbow would be your elbow would be a tension point. So if you wanted really tight skin on the actual elbow itself, you would not have any wrinkles at all. What would, like, you know, if it was doing something like this, you would not have any wrinkles whatsoever, but then it would have lines starting and fading off into the elbow because that's where the stretch would happen. And in terms of brushes that you can do, that you can use to achieve stuff like that, is you could get, like, you know, the inflate. So I can demo that really quick. I'll demo that really quick. So Dynamesh this. So let's say that this was my my tension point right here, right? So what I could do first is take my damn standard brush, and by using the Alt function on the damn standard and a lower whoops, my bad, and a lower Z intensity, you can actually start getting these lines. So this is what I mean by tension, right? So you can feel that kind of tension right there, that it's being stretched from that area, and you can start getting like wider brushes to start pushing in those areas as well, to start getting that sort of a thing going. And I'd recommend you use a lower intensity at first, just so you don't go too overboard. And when you get your main shapes in there, that's when you can start going in and adding some details. But in general, you can feel a sense of stretch like this. It looks like it's stretching because you're focusing on the tension point. And so you could go in there with your inflate brush after at a low intensity as well, and just kind of like pump the certain parts of it up, squeeze it together a little bit more, and take your damn standard again, put it to a higher intensity, make sure your subdivisions are higher once you have like your forms in, and then you can start adding like the fine wrinkle, like, you know, the fine detailing and stuff like that, right? So that's how I would go about doing something like that. Hey, Dim. Forgot leg day, yeah. Just say it slithers. Okay, sure. May you post the link. As long as it's appropriate and related, then yes. Oh, interesting. That's a very interesting alternative. Looks pretty good. I have no experience with that whatsoever, but it looks interesting. Looks very close to what a Cintiq would be. Hmm. You know, honestly, it's about time that they have some sort of a, some sort of competition. Thanks, Fatty. I appreciate it. Hey, Rec. You want some Slurpees? You connected it to your PC. Thought you'd ask if you had a tablet or a screen device. No, at home I just use a Wacom Intuos Pro. At work I use a 27-inch Cintiq because I am spoiled. Spoiled rotten. And I try to not be super spoiled by using my Intuos at home. Just because, you know, not every company is gonna give you a 27-inch Cintiq, so not every company has that kind of a budget. Oh, I work at an animation studio in Toronto. We're making a feature film right now. Very close to the Cintiq? Oh, okay. The price, yeah, yeah, no kidding. That's actually really cool. I'm gonna keep that thing tabbed. I'm gonna look into it a little bit more because that's a very interesting thing. Like I'd like to read some reviews on it as well. Hey, Marshall. No, you didn't miss very much. Don't worry. Oh man, yeah, living in the city though, like I don't actually have to deal with like I don't need to have Prime. It's one of those things where like they say, "Oh yeah, it's going to take 2 weeks to get to you," and then it arrives that day because there's a warehouse in the city from Amazon. So I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like this mic was supposed to come in 2 weeks from now, and it arrived the day after I ordered it. So like, all right. Neato burritos. So it's got like these claw things, which it will then be able to grab its enemies, whatever its enemies are. Probably those jerk seagulls. If you ever watch Planet Earth, or BBC Earth rather, not Planet Earth, but Planet Earth is amazing. If you ever watch BBC Earth, there's this one episode of it where there's like a bunch of seagulls or something, like these certain seagull-like birds. They're just attacking horseshoe crabs just because. So these claws, I'm giving them the claws to fend off those birds because I felt so bad for the horseshoe crabs. Did you know people eat horseshoe crabs, but you can't actually eat the flesh of the horseshoe crab? You can only eat the roe, so they kill the whole crab just so that they can crack it open for its eggs. It's kind of sad. They're like living fossils too. I don't know if they actually feel anything, but still feel bad. No, Wait, what did you do, Reg? Yeah, get it handle the pasta. Oh no. Smooth shell on this? You can see what I was doing in the VOD. It's really easy. You just take the H polish to get planes, and the pinch brush to pinch certain areas together. And then I also use this thing called Cut Mech A, which you can download online to get like these sorts of creases going on. It's pretty easy hard surface workflow. It's pretty straightforward for a rough thing, and then if this was like actual metal that I was doing, then I would retopo it, but it's just a crab. It's allowed to look messy. Oh, really? Donor plasma? I did not know that. That's kind of cool. Are scary and their blood is blue? Yo, the horseshoe crabs are the coolest thing. Oh, yeah. I'll type it again. Hold on. Cut. 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 Joe will be impressed with the crab. Yeah. Okay. Hey Loopy, how's it going? If you don't mind me asking, how much was my Intros Pro? My Intros Pro was free. I didn't buy my Intros Pro. I guess I got it as like a gift. It's a long story. But I think it's around the $400 range if you were to buy it yourself. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure you can find it on the on Wacom website. Man, I love Kabutops. They're so cool. Do you ever use the planer brush? I don't use the planer brush, no. I do use the H-polish brush, and the H-polish brush makes planes, so I don't use planer. Did it come with a pixel? Oh, Pixelogic hat. Did somebody say Pixelogic hat? Did somebody say Pixelogic hat? Did somebody say hashtag spons? Did somebody say hashtag ad? No, I'm kidding. This isn't an ad, but it is the Pixelogic stream. Oh, girl. Oh, baby. Hell yes. Hell yes. Oh yeah. Gotta make that appear. It's not even sitting on my head properly. I adjusted it and now it's not even on whatever. No. I got my my Wacom from the last place that I worked, but it's sort of like a long story, so I don't really want to get into it. In short, Arc doesn't exist anymore, so. And it was like. It was one of those things where if you brought something into the studio, then you had to like go and get it afterwards as well. We had to go and get our belongings in garbage bags and stuff, and it's a long story. I don't really want to get into it. But my Wacom was a gift before that. But it was one of those things where I had brought it into the studio. I thought it was going to be the studio's, but then I ended up getting it back, so. Oh no, Kyle, did you see that last? That was like next level. I don't even know it. It's like that Pixelogic DJ though. The face of a thief? What? What are you talking about? No, it was mine. I'm just saying that I thought it was going to be the studio's when I had to bring it in. But that whole story is just like a really long story. Because I used to have a Wacom Intuos 4 before, like a Intuos 4 medium. That's how I used to do stuff on the stream like about a year ago. And then family helped me get an Intuos Pro, so I have no idea how much it was. And it was really nice of them. But then I had brought it into the studio and I thought it was gone. And then I got it back. That's the Cole's notes. That's Cole's notes. I did. I dumped all my stuff into a trash bag and I walked out of. That's what happened at ARC. We had to go in one by one and like in groups of people, smaller groups of people, grab a clear trash bag so they knew that you weren't like stealing like anything because it was like, you know, their property, right? And then you dump your stuff. You just go to your desk and you dump it all in this bag and then you walk out. It was the weirdest thing ever. Yeah, no. I have no idea how much you know, I can Google it for you. I'll Google it for you. Intuos Pro. I got it from my family. And the reason why they gave it, here's another thing. So the reason why, it was like this pity gift. So because we have time. So what ended up happening is the last place that I went to, it went bankrupt and everybody was out of a job. And my family found out without me even telling them. And they were like, oh my god, you don't have a job anymore. Ah! And I was like, yeah, I don't have a job, but that's okay. I'll get one. And they were like, do you need anything? And I was like, oh yeah, I guess I do need a better tablet. And then tablet happened after. Before. I can't remember now. No, it was before. Shit, oh man. I can't remember how this story went, because I just go, ugh. Hold on, give me a second. Right, so so what ended up happening is I brought my Intuos 4 okay, sorry. I got the names mixed up. I brought the Intuos 4 to the studio where I was working, didn't need it, had an Intuos 5, or an Intuos Pro there, ended up mixing up, okay, so I mixed up the tablets and I ended up taking the Intuos 4 back after they said, hey, that's the Intuos Pro, and there was like this sticker thing or whatever, and so I had to take my Intuos 4 back. And then my family was like, yes, and then I ended up getting this one here, but I also had that at the studio. It's confusing because they all have the same name. And they look pretty similar. I'm a very, very bad storyteller. Story time with me! You guys are all terrible people. Oh yeah, ZBrush Core comes with a tablet. There's, I think do they still have that deal going on? I can't even remember right now. You don't believe me? That's okay. You don't have to believe me. I need to actually work on this. Okay. So the last place that I went to went bankrupt, right? So that's the big thing. But before that, I had brought my tablet into the studio, and I thought it was going to be at the studio. When it got bankrupt, I thought I wasn't going to get my stuff back. So my family was like, do you need a tablet? And I was like, yes. And then they got me a tablet, but then I was able to go and get my stuff back. And now Eric has my Intuos 4. That's what ended up happening. Because I brought my Intuos 4 there, but then the studio had given me an Intuos Pro there. I had a mix-up when I was grabbing my stuff, but I ended up bringing back the Intuos... Whatever. If you don't understand that time, it's okay. I think this is like close to a year ago. That's why I'm having issues remembering, because I got this as a gift though. That's why I'm telling you. I don't know how much it is. You guys are terrible. Oh my gosh. Can you convert a subtool to polymesh in place without having to append the new tool it creates? Sorry, what? Man, you guys gotta stop calling me a thief. That's terrible. You can't do that. That's just mean. There's no stealing, okay guys? No stealing. Don't be talking about this kind of stuff. That's not cool. Yeah, I work on animated feature films. Not games. So sorry, Dim, you're asking, can you convert a subtool to polymesh in place without having to append the new tool it creates? No. When you create, so if you're saying like, if you're making a polymesh 3D object, you're going right to that polymesh 3D object. So I don't understand exactly what you're talking about. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, whatever. Not feeding you. Not feeding you. Let's talk about art. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to this. Wah, so sad. Stock-eyed fly eyes? Yeah, ooh, maybe. That would be kind of neat. Yeah, we'll play around with that kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna make like a little bit of like leg connections first, so we know what's going on here. And then I'm gonna play around with the face area. Since we wasted so much time talking about tablets and nibs, I'm gonna try and speed through a little bit of this. Nib talk is never. Do I have any tattoos? Not yet, but I want them. I want a few. I have a few in mind. It's gonna happen at some point. Crisis, did you put it in the Discord? Don't save, saving. Saving. I mean, we haven't really done that much. It's like, oh, it's already 9:40. Jeez. I feel like I wasted so much time. We could have been like so much further along than this. All right, I'm gonna try to focus on this for a little bit right now. Okay. All right. So I'll look at chat in like 5-minute intervals. How's that, guys? I know it'll take like a lot of like catching up because you guys type so fast. But we gotta get somewhere. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This one needs another division somewhere. I guess right here. Where would be the other one? I am an EST, yes. One, two, okay, I guess this one will also be down here. If you have a question about what I'm doing, try to tag me in chat so I can for sure see what you're asking. Tag A_cubed or the username that you see on the video right now. Tagging Pixelogic, I won't see it because I'm not on their account. I'm on my own account. Yeah, thanks, Rec. Start working on memes, oh my god. I am in the Canadian dimension. This is true. Thank you, Mord. I really appreciate all the help that you're giving me right now. If you guys are interested in more streams from me, you can feel free to click the link that Mord just shared in chat. I have my own Twitch channel as well that I stream to every Tuesday at 8 p.m. EST, so yesterday. And you can also get the link if you type in that link down over there, like where it says creature and character concept sculpting at the bottom of the screen. That's also my link, so feel free to stop by. Yo, what is this? Get out. And again, if you have any questions on process or what I'm thinking, why I'm doing what I'm doing, please feel free to ask. It's tricky for me to constantly be talking about what exactly it is that I'm doing at all times, so if you have a specific question, I'm more than willing to try and answer it for you. "3D printed Aspie substitute?" Oh man, he's taking care of his kids right now. I think that's what he said. Cintiq, you're just, yeah, I'm just using a, again with the tablets. It's not a dumb question, you just missed the conversation. I'm using a Intuos Pro, Wacom Intuos Pro Medium. Which is a great tablet. I thoroughly enjoy this. Thoroughly enjoy it. Alright. I use a 27-inch Cintiq at work. Right now I'm not using a Cintiq. Right now I'm using a Intuos Pro Medium. Okay, so right here we can start getting some stuff. Like little mouthy bits. I know. I have like this habit of checking chat, but like it's hard because I see you guys typing so much, so I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I feel like I need somebody like in my mic telling me who's asking what. Need like a dedicated comment reader. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take this whole top part and I'm gonna separate it so that I can start getting some more definition into the bottom area. Hey Shabba, how's it going? No. This is the Pixelogic stream. We're not gonna start doing Slurpee sounds. I mean whispers. No, we're being professional here. Thank you so much, Link. I appreciate it. The Queen of Snakehook. I love Snakehook. Alright. Where's Asby? He's taking care of his kids, I think he told me. I used to watch... Oh, yeah, that makes sense, BBR, but I don't know. I don't know who could help me with that. Hey, Chippy Cheese. Yeah, no worries though. I'm doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. gonna take this. Take this and split the mask bit. So then we just have this here. And this guy. I'm just gonna quickly save it, so just in case Close Holes freaks out on me, we're gonna be good. The Lord of Links is missing tonight. Yeah, I don't know. He like I don't talk to him personally. He was just in the Discord saying that his kids were sick, I think. No, no Slurpees. No, Rec, I don't trust you to do something like that though. I mean, I have to, but I feel like you're just like gonna troll me. I don't need that in my life, man. You guys are trolling me half of this night. The tablet nonsense. It's like, what are you saying? Okay, I'm gonna dynamesh this alone. No, I'm not going off of any reference for this. This is just a pure free sculpt right now. I mentioned at the beginning of the video why I do this is because like it keeps things like a little bit loose. And it's more of an exercise rather than actual production art. You could always turn it into something that could be usable, but it's more of just like something to have fun with, a good artistic exercise, if you will. I can't trust that face. Wait, what do you... Someone clip all the tablet mix? Oh my god. That story came out so much worse than I meant it to. That was like the most like garbled, horrible, confusing thing ever. Oh my god. The nibs though. Jesus. If you want more incredibly cringy moments like the one that you saw earlier, and with the hat, the Pixelogic hat is featured many times on my own channel, where we talk a lot about how not to be a DJ. And things like delicious slurping noises and occasionally modeling. Like I'm doing right now. Oh my god. I have to ask myself, what is my life? I don't even know sometimes. I don't know what's happening. What's happening to me? What are the tunes that are playing? It is a mix that I have specifically for this Pixelogic channel. It's all copyright, like it doesn't have a, it's like you can use it without it muting. At least it should, because the last couple of streams that I've used this for, it hasn't muted. You walked in on it, yeah. Thank you, Rec. So right now, like, even though I'm not using reference, I'm still trying to, you know, remember what it is that, like, you know, crabs and bugs look like. And they all have like these sort of attachment thingies. And another thing that you want to do is make sure that this is going to be functional as well. So I got to make sure to leave enough space in between these sorts of things that it can kind of like move around a little bit. So, I mean, it can look cool, but it's got to be like somewhat functional. Even though I'm not doing this for production, like even for something to look right, it needs to have some sort of a functionality to it. Unless you're doing abstract art, in which case, sure. But I'm not your girl for abstract art. I jumped off of that fine art train a long time ago. Be interesting to see abstract art done in ZBrush, though. A fine artist using ZBrush. 3D printing them and putting them up in galleries. Look at that. That's an idea. If anybody here is a fine artist, you just got a good idea right there. Boom. Do it. Do it. Become the next big thing. Get in those art shows. Now watch, it's just like the next couple of months, it's just like the only art stuff the only like stuff that you see at art shows is just like ZBrush. No, I am not Picasso, please. Oh my goodness. Was that a closed hole? That, yeah, I just did closed holes, yes. Alright, see you, Loopy. Have a great night. There's a place where you can put your art and stuff in the art and questions area in my Discord. You can drop your art, and there's occasionally you're going to be able to get critiques from people, but a lot of the time we're pretty busy, so if we don't critique your stuff, like, I'm sorry, but you know, don't hate us. we do, like, you know, okay, it's sort of like a sharing platform anyways. It's good to like show people what you're doing. I post on there, other people post on there. Okay, so I'm gonna get some of this, like, plating starting to happen. Alright, so now we're starting to get that buggy feel. That buggy feel. Save water, drink files! You know, okay. Sure. Okay, Mom. Okay, Mom. Yes, I am sculpting with Dynamesh right now. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Hyperwave. Krabby the Pokemon, obviously. Yeah, that phrase has become a thing. Where did you get it, Link? Or did you come up with it? Where's that from? Yo, you're just playing with words? Look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants. You got yourself a saying that everybody's doing now. Look at you a trendsetter. Hey Thunder Bunny, how's it going? What brush is this? This is the Maccut A. Type it again. You can Google it, find it for free online. It's awesome for hard surface stuff. I use it a lot for organic things and creating planes. Hashtag dad jokes, yeah. How did the worm monster go last night? I just kind of like, I only just like put default materials on and then I did like a really quick paint over. I can find an image for you guys. Actually, I'll put it in the chat. Hold on. If I can go and find it real quick. Ba 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 ba. Scrolling through stuff. So I did like a thumbnail paint over just to see like what kind of a direction that I wanted to go in. So I'll just like do a monitor capture really quick. So this is the direction that I want to go in, I think, with this guy. Oh yeah, sorry. If you have trypophobia, don't look, because this is like actually like made for that. It's actually trypophobia. So I just did like a quick paint over of him to get an idea. What I want to do with it is put a whole bunch more. You see how this is happening right here? I just have like a secondary piece of geo over top of it. So what I'm either gonna do is render the entire thing in this like spit material and then just kind of like comp out bits and pieces of it, or I'm gonna add more slimy geo all over it so then I can get more slime going on. So that's where it ended up going, just as like a thumbnail. Like last night I just did a screen grab because I didn't have time to like actually set up the materials. Those are like pretty basic materials right now. But yeah, if you guys want to see stuff like that, feel free to come and hang out on my channel. I work on a lot of that kind of stuff on my channel. Yes, trypophobia. Thank you, Link. I appreciate it. Okay, so I don't like what's going on right here. I think I'm gonna like squeeze this down in here a bit more. And make sure that this is like a separate piece. Like this isn't a moving piece right here. This just houses a bit of the claw stuff. Apologies if I am a little bit sniffly from now on. I'm getting like allergies again. Oh, sorry guys. I'm sorry if that was loud. Ugh. I'm sorry if that was loud. I apologize. Yeah, it is a I hit the mic, but I don't know. I can't ever tell if you guys are actually like getting deaf from me like touching the mic or if you're just trolling. Yeah, AT 2020. Hey Kevin, how's it going? He wasn't even okay, gotcha. You forgot to UV unwrap. Oh my god. They're there. They're there. You can always save the surface noise though. You can save it. You can go deaf when you turn up your speakers. Oh, I'm sorry, Specky. Yeah, yeah. Sorry about the inconsistencies with my voice volume. Okay, let's focus on the top part of this right now. I'm gonna save really quick. I'm not 100% sure if I fixed it. I'm not gonna test it right now. Hey Rybot, how's it going? Random insectoid, yes. Yes. It is, yeah, I'm gonna give it like a stinger thing. Like a little bit of a... Like a nope, hyper nope tail. Nope, 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 nope. Though this wouldn't work because scorpions have them really big. So hold on, let me see if I can. Let's see if I can just casually pull the. Nope. Hold up. I'm gonna test like something silhouette wise with a ZSphere. Whoops. Do I have... Yeah, I do. Okay, put that here. A silverfish tail? Don't remember what those look like. Oh, okay, I'm kind of liking this, though. I'm kind of liking this. Like, I'm just saying, I kind of like this, like... This feels nice. This feels very golden ratio. This feels very golden ratio right now. We could probably pull this back a little bit more. Just to really... Crazy S-curve tail, yes. Yo, don't hate on the tails though. They're so fun to do. Not all of my sculpts have S-curve tails, man. Not all of them. A good number of them, but not all of them. The ones on the Pixelogic. Not all of them, actually. It's because they're fun to do. You should try it sometime, John. You should try it. It's fun. Okay, I'm gonna make this into an adaptive skin. Append. Append. Okay, delete. Cool. Merge that up to that thing. Oh, actually, instead of doing that, I'm gonna just mask all of this off and split it off. So this stuff is gonna be all a separate tool. I think that'll be easier to handle. And then that can merge down. Yep. And then we can Dynamesh that and start using this. My thing is, like, I know that I exaggerate things a little bit too much sometimes. So when it comes to, like, this tail thin area right here, I'm like, well, you know, we probably shouldn't make it too thin, but it's cool. So where's that balance? Where's that balance between functionality and design? What? Okay. I didn't have symmetry on, so you know what that means. In order to fix that, mirror and weld, and you good to go. You good to go. Cthulhu's ant. Oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about with the silver. Yeah, I hate silverfish. Oh my god, I hate them. Katarina. Who's what? I don't know. I can't load your link, Shaba. But no, I'm not. I don't think I'm related to whoever it is you were sending me. I have it lurking in with the worm, yeah. tiles. Oh no. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. It's his mating tail. Oh. Where? Still gotta like stand back from it and stuff. Make sure stuff is working decent. This is too thin. Not enough variation. Alright, let's see. What you guys saying? What you guys saying? Oh yeah, I was making it flatter. And an educational thing? Unity and Twitch. Aw, thanks, Pixel. You wish you had symmetry for shaving them? I know, right? That would be nice. Aw, Eric. You're beautiful. You're a beautiful human being. Don't say that. Everyone has an asymmetrical face. Nobody has a perfectly asymmetrical face. Unless you're like Angelina Jolie or something. In which case she's still asymmetrical in somewhat. ZBrush. Oh, okay, got you. That sucks, man. That sucks, Thunder. No, yo, oh, no, chill with the blood clots, guys, stretch. Oh, you have no chill, guys, stretch your legs. Just stretch your legs. Don't get blood clots. Make sure that your legs are getting the proper stretching. If you've been sitting for a long time. Ugh. Hey Asin, how's it going? I'm not just no, I'm not just a torso with arms. And maybe a head. I also have no, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. No, but I don't want to stand all the time. Yo! Yo, is that no, okay, that's not an actual emote for that. I was gonna be like, no chill, man. There's no chill on this site. Oh my gosh. Did you just say a beautiful Quasimodo and then do the you what face, which looks like me? You wanna fight, bro? You feel it moving through your arteries. No, guys! Guys! No! Oh my god! No, I hate hearing that. I hate hearing about clots. I hate that word. I hate thinking about that. Guys, stretch your stupid legs. Don't let blood clots happen. Oh my god. No chill. No chill, guys. No chill. Come on. No, Jonathan. Is that even your real name? Stop it. No, wow, more, no, please. Oh my god, you guys are the worst. I'm not looking at chat for a second. Don't, no. You guys are getting a 5-minute timeout. I know you're tagging me. I don't know if it's an actual question. I'm scared to look. Oh, it's Rexzilla. Okay, I'm not gonna look. I'm kidding. Hey, Dead, how's it going? Dedicated. What am I doing? I am sculpting a creature from a sphere out of memory. And this is where we've gotten to so far. And chat's being trolly. If you have any questions about ZBrush though, and my process and all that kind of stuff, feel free to ask. I am more than willing to help you out. I'm gonna start banning people that talk about blood clots. It's a warning, guys. The worst. It's okay, Thunder. Relax. It's all good. It's just... I just really get uncomfortable thinking about it. Yeah, if you tag me, then I don't have to like sift through everything, and then I can like see who's asking like ZBrush related questions rather than talking about, you know, spaghetti nibs. Not that those comments aren't also important. There's just a lot for me to like go through, so I want to make sure that I'm prioritizing people who have questions. Mom spaghetti. It's if you were here at the beginning of the stream, it was an entire discussion about how you can potentially use spaghetti as a Wacom pen nib. I'm not 100% endorsing this, nor am I saying that it works, because I have no idea. I just saw a post, so don't take my word for it, because I don't even have a word on that. Take this into Keyshot. No. I mean, I will after the stream. There's a number of reasons why I'm not going to do it on stream. Like, if you were there for last night's stream on my channel, you can see how laggy it gets for me to stream and do Keyshot renders at the same time with my current setup. So, I usually do a Keyshot render after the stream, because it does get very, very hard for me to run everything. So I apologize, because I know people like seeing that process, but you could get a general idea of what I end up doing if you watch the VOD from my channel from last night. It's not the entire process, but it is, like, you know, it's like how I set up my files and send them out to Keyshot for render purposes. And then placing, like, making cameras and placing materials. It's just a little bit too laggy for this stream. One of these days I'll be able to afford a PC upgrade. Get me some more RAM. Get me some more RAM so I can do that. And then when I do upgrade my PC, I'll be able to show you guys what up. So right now I'm only running 16 gigs. So that's pretty difficult to stream and render. Thank you, Link. I appreciate it. Alright, have I incorporated Substance Painter into my professional workflow, and how often do you do textures in ZBrush and then baked vertex colors for a base color map? Okay, so Shaba, what I do at work is I'm also a surfacer at work. I just like a character generalist sort of a thing, so I end up doing the sculpting and the surfacing where I currently work. And yes, I do use Substance Painter. Sometimes I do a base a base color inside of ZBrush. Like, so if I'm doing like skin or something like that, occasionally, depending on what it is, or some kind of like a prop, if I'm doing a prop or whatever, then sometimes I bring it into ZBrush, do like a quick poly paint to just like suggest where certain areas are going to be on the model. And then I go down to the texture palette, because you should be importing your models with your UVs already, or you could create UVs in ZBrush. And then you go to texture map and you do create from polypaint. And so it's going to take your polypaint data and then put it down onto your UV map here. And so from here you can export your color map, and then you can apply that in Substance, and I use that as like a guideline sometimes for finalized textures. Thank you, Reggie. I don't know if I'm gonna do eyes. Maybe. It'll be like really like crab-like eyes though, I think. Be like little beady, creepy eyes that are very, very hidden away. If I have DDR3 16 gigs just lying around. Eric! 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 Bring it with you next time you come to Toronto. Aspie's busy, I think. Oh, it's only recognizing 8 gigs. It might be because of your motherboard might not support. Yeah, no, Niche, you can see what I mean by it's not okay though. It might be okay for your setup, but for my setup it isn't okay. You can go and check out like the VOD from last night on my channel, not this channel, but my channel. And you'll be able to see what kind of lag I'm talking about. Stock-eyed fly eyes. Maybe, but I just feel like that's a little bit too much of the, that might be a little bit too much. Like, if anything, it'll like be little like beady things coming out here. Like, you know those little tiny ones? Like, that just kind of like, shoot. That just kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't. What's going on? Okay, that's why. Like the little tiny ones, like right here, sort of a thing. What's this brush? It looks very clean. That is the Ma-Cut brush. That is the Ma-Cut brush. Okay, we need like, we need a command for Ma-Cut. Am I using a mouse? No, I'm using an Intuos Pro medium. Thank you, Asin. I appreciate it. Desktop or laptop? Desktop. How do you usually start off your sculpts with a sphere? You can, if you want to see how I start the sculpts, you can look at the beginning of this video and you can see what the process is. Using them when you're doing a full figure. I do both. Like, it depends on what, I would say try both and see what works for you. I use both methods. ZSphere and using actual geometry, so it depends on your own personal preference. I won't be able to really tell you what is right and what is wrong in that case. But I can tell you that ZSperes do make things easy if you're afraid of committing to geometry. They're very easy to move around. I made the legs out of ZSperes, and I made this tail out of a ZSphere. Alright. So we gotta, I'm gonna jump over to these claws and forget about the other stuff for a second. I do not, Eric. Come on. I don't do my work on a MacBook. I do it on a PC. I built my PC like 3 years ago. Yes, I can link this playlist here, actually, for sure. Guys, feel free to check it out. It's, it is royalty, well, it is, Creative Commons license. It led to broken necklaces and slurping noises. It did. It was a very laggy stream last night. The Ma-Cut A, B, or C? I'm using Ma-Cut A. Alright, good night, Eric. Have a great evening. Talk to you later. Oh my gosh. Marshall, that sucks. Good, derp, good. I'm glad. Hey Joe, how's it going? Yeah, I built it a while ago, but I don't have the money just right now to get a new setup, but when I do, it'll be beastly. Hey, yeah, thank you Link for the shoutouts. If you do like what you're seeing, feel free to hop on over to my channel. give it a follow. You can catch me on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. over on my channel, and we do all kinds of shenanigans over there, including sculpting, occasionally. No, we do sculpting over there. But also definitely give Pixelogic a follow, because there's a ton of awesome streamers that are coming out of this channel every single day of the week, it seems, and there's more people to come constantly, new presenters all the time. So give Pixelogic a follow. There's lots of really good artists on this channel. Ones who don't suck as much as I do at storytelling. Have I ever made a toy model? No, not yet, but I want to 3D print my, the last little mini dragon that I made. That would be fun to print. I gotta get the time to actually prep it, though. I know I keep talking about time as if I don't have any, like I don't have any. But I don't. Alright. What CPU? Are you talking about my computer? Ooh. Sorry, I'm just like scrolling through some stuff right now. Scroll, 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 scroll. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Okay, yes, you are. My CPU is a Intel Core i7 4790K series. I think that's what it is. I can't remember exactly. All right, good night, dedicated. Have a great sleep. Bionicle. Yeah, that's a complicated model. Okay. Could do. Don't like. Probably get some that's spiky. Yes, Sculpt I have. Wow, three days. That's not too bad. Whoops. Make simple sketch for each 3D sculpture. Imagine it. Yeah, I just kind of like, I just wing it, really. I just kind of like wing it. We're just winging it. Just winging it. Seeing if I can get anything cool with these design, like this kind of stuff right here. Kind of like that, sort of. Hey, so much monsters. Joe, how's it going? Other Joe. Lots of Joes. Nah. Do I want? No. I'm just gonna stick to the crab claw. Being like that. Hills to the yales. Please raise this. Because I have the worst hand. I need that lazy radius. You're gonna stream maintenance? What does that even say? What? Hey, Rabbit Corgi, how's it going? Oh no, Blands, if you stuck with it, it totally would though. That's the thing, it totally would. Sassy with them pokers, yeah. Sassy pokers. Sassy. Ooh, spiky. I like the spiky. What settings do you have that brush to get the stippling effect? You can get that in the stroke, the lazy mouse. If you change your lazy step, it will change how big of a break your mouse, your brush is going to take. So you can apply that to like literally any brush. Like let's say I took the inflate brush and I went over to stroke, turned the lazy on, and then took like the lazy step all the way up to like, I don't know, 0.6 or something. And then I had this, and you turn the intensity up, then you can get some effects like this as well, which is kind of neat, right? So it looks kind of like scaling. So you can do a whole bunch of stuff with the lazy stepping as well. Joe, you barely missed anything yesterday. It was just a lot of lag. Like, honestly speaking, like, it was just a lot of lag on my stream yesterday. I kind of ended the stream and then I did a little paint over of a screen grab just because, like, it was just lagging so hard. I had I just kind of had to stop it. Thank you, Marshall. I appreciate it. Wait, you're trying what out? What are you trying out? What, ripperonis? Ripperinos? Ripperitos? What are you talking about? Joe, what are you talking about? I missed it. I don't understand. I'm stupid. Help. Explain it to me. Sound it out. Rip pepperonis. Oh. It doesn't work. You're trying to get a new catchphrase. It's just like, oh, hey, this person said something cool. I'm gonna just start saying it. No, it doesn't work. It's like an aesthetic. You have like a catchphrase aesthetic, Joe? I mean, I guess everybody does. Oh yeah, thank you, Link, for the shout out. If you guys are interested, please give, you know, if you're liking what you're seeing, give Pixelogic a follow first and foremost. But if you are enjoying what's happening with me as well, feel free to stop by my channel, which Link kindly posted in the chat, or it is at the bottom of the video description, and check out streams there at Tuesday, 8 p.m. EST, and I'm here on the Pixelogic channel every Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I am here to answer questions and show process and chat and have fun and talk about all things art and ZBrush, including spaghetti nibs. Trigger chat. I'm wondering, is there anything that I can do? Clay tubes. If I do a lazy step with clay tubes, what does that end up looking like? Get a circle. We could probably experiment with that look. See, like, no. Circle. What does that look like? Ooh, fancy. Probably get some like weird hole stuff going on. Morge's just like, no holes, I don't have too much time left. I'm gonna try and define this stuff a little bit better. Get some of that in. Make sure that this like reads as like, I don't know, I guess more fleshy. Get some undervalues here. Oh yeah, that's right, we should save. If anybody hasn't saved, please save your work so you don't lose it. Save your work so you don't lose it. La 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 la. That's the save work song. Little crabby hands. Little crabby things. The little crabbies. Okay, sorry. I gotta catch up. No, I still have issues, Joe. Def. Still going with the GeForce graphic card, yeah. Oh, the under the carapace. Yeah, I didn't get to too much detail in there, but there's some stuff. There's some stuff in there. I want to make sure I'm breaking up this design a little bit better. Word. Tentacle eyes. You really want tentacle eyes? I like the eyes under here. I don't think the tentacle eyes would work that well because there's already so many extremities. I feel like another, like putting the eyes out here, like I feel like that's just not practical. But I mean, it could be cool if he didn't have all this stuff going on. The viewers, what I was working on from last night. Yes, I did. If you recommended any good books on creature design, oh geez, that one's really hard because I don't have a whole bunch of like recommendations to just kind of list off the top of my head. I'm not a huge book owner. I do have, like, if you're into stylized stuff, I could tell you that Creature Box is a great one. But, like, other than that, it's really, really hard for me to, like, just kind of, like, think of stuff off the top of my head of, like, what was great and stuff, because like I don't have a ton of books. I look at stuff online and have like, if I like like you can buy PDFs and stuff like that too. But I just don't have the stuff off the top of my head. No, thanks, Derp. Find it in a bag of oranges. Oh, you'd be dead. Kabuto, yes. Mammal-like eyes? Ew. Ew. Thank you, Gatma. Oh, Carlo. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good one. Okay, what next then? You were renaming shaders, so you yelled at everybody. That's fine. That's fine, next. Next, chill. Freaking chill. I kid. Oh yeah, 3D Total, yes! Thank you, Pixel. Yes, okay, so yes, 3D Total has a lot of like really good beginner, like not even just beginner, but just good resources on anatomy, on perspective drawing, on creature art, on a whole bunch of different stuff. That's a really good reference for, not a reference, but a good place to buy affordable reference books and learning material. There's also these figurines. They're crochets. They're about yay high of male and female anatomy, and those are really, really useful. Like if you can invest in one of those, it's nice to actually have a solid figure by your desk. I don't have one because I used to live with Eric, and Eric had the crochet, so I used to take his all the time. So now I need to get my own in order to, because yeah, that's like it's really good to have. Ipala, I did the spikes with the Dam Standard and a Dam Standard, and in the stroke menu you turn lazy mouse on and put the lazy stroke up and then turn the Z intensity up. That's how I did it. Oops. What? Which one is the... Which one is it again? Is it this one? This one. Wait. Ah, this one, yes. Haha! Oh, thank you so much, Gatma. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Very glad you're enjoying the stream. You can follow me at the link like that one right there. It says like creature and characters concept sculpting at the bottom of the screen. That's my Twitch handle on here when I'm not on Pixelogic. But definitely give Pixelogic a follow as well, because you'll be able to find a lot of other really amazing artists that will share with you their workflows. And it honestly, like, having a whole bunch of information from different artists is incredibly valuable. Instead of just one workflow to work off of, like, you will learn a whole bunch from a bunch of different people. And in that sense, you're going to be able to come up with your own workflows eventually as well, which works best for you. And the more that you know, the easier that will be for you in the end as well. So lots of artists on here sharing their process, sharing their industry secrets. No slurping noises today. We can't do this. Is a serious stream. This is a educational stream. Okay? No slurping noises. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna grab the /2 brush. I'm gonna turn the intensity down. Let me see what I can get here. Ooh. Apologies for all the loud noises that you can hear outside. People are realizing that the weather is getting warm, and so they need to do the vroom vrooms. Alright, good night, Pixel, very enthusiastically. Oh, thank you, Gatma. I appreciate. Or orthographic? What are you doing, Napala? If you can get the you can get that brush in the brush palette menu under /. So in your lightbox brush palette menu /2. Do the roomies. Well, yeah, they really want to do the rooms, so got to deal with it, you know. Yes, somebody did say that, Sculpt. That's a good one. Hey, Noctur, how's it going? Thank you, I appreciate it. Yes, it is from my head. We're sculpting from a sphere. Eck. Seeing what we can come up with out of our head right now. Have I studied crab anatomy? Not 100%, no. This is actually probably the first time I've ever sculpted a crab, to be honest. Or a scorpion. But I look at a lot of pictures. In a sense, like I like to say that observation is a form of studying as well. It helps that you actually do it, though. I'm gonna be the first to admit that I don't actually know what real crab anatomy is, but I have looked at a lot of pictures, so I'm not an expert on crabs or anything like that, but you know, and if this was an actual model for, you know, like a movie or something like that, of course I would be actually referencing and doing that, but this is sort of like a free-form sculpt right now. We're just kind of having fun and letting our imaginations do the work. Save. Okay. I've done an imp in one of the streams. You can go and check out one of Pixelogic's past, like one of the past streams. I think it was 3 or 4 streams ago. Oh, I went to an insect museum not too long ago, and I was just thoroughly involved in staring at those bugs, so there's also that. Does this work for Apple? I think there is a Mac version, yes. I think there is. Okay. have to get to. So I'm probably not gonna like fully finish this, but I'll probably work a little bit more on it before I send it to Keyshot tonight. So I'll probably give it another like 15 minutes off stream. We have a half an hour left, so we'll see how far we get by then. But there's like it's a little bit of detailing that I wanna still do with it that I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to on the stream. So I'll probably just like do that off stream, and then you can find it on Instagram and Twitter and all that kind of stuff like I do every stream. Because what is sleep? Thank you so much for the link. Yeah, if you guys are interested, check out that stuff that he just linked. I will link you my playlist again. Here you guys go. That's the playlist that I'm going for. If only we had Cube Love here. Cube Love, the emote. I can imagine though, Link, I can imagine. Oh, it shows up for you? The heck? Maybe it's because you're part of my channel? I don't know. Companion cube. Yeah, kind of. It's one of the emotes that I have on my channel for BTTV. if you get Keyshot Bridge with Photoshop, or not Photoshop, I'm so sorry. If you get Keyshot Bridge from ZBrush, you end up paying a lot less for Keyshot than getting it on its own. So ZBrush has a package that can give you it for a lot cheaper. Also, if you guys are interested in trying ZBrush and you don't feel like buying it right now because you're unsure, that's totally cool. ZBrush is offering a 45-day free trial down below in the description. You guys can check that out. If you don't have it already, I strongly suggest that you try it because it is fun. It is really fun. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now if it wasn't. Says you can make like crabs like this. Who wouldn't want to? Who wouldn't make like, you know, nightmare crabs? The program is ZBrush. Usually the bot auto answers that one. What am I making? I'm making something from a sphere. Like, it's just a random thing, and we ended up coming up with a crab for this stream. A crab scorpion spider thing. Can you buy? Yeah, you can buy the bridge. You buy the bridge after buying ZBrush. Yeah, don't reject the program. So, if you are learning ZBrush for the first time, check out Z Classroom. You won't be disappointed in those tutorials. They're the official ZBrush tutorials. Getting started on using ZBrush. It's honestly everything that you need to know. Like, they're the makers of ZBrush. They're gonna lead you in the direction that you need to go. And then after you do that, you should go and hang out with a whole bunch of other artists, like the ones that are streaming here on Pixelogic channel. Plug plug, wink wink, nudge nudge. And you can check out what their workflows are and see how they're using the tools in a different way and see what works for you. Everybody leaves to go to Z Classroom, yeah. Well, it's worth it. It's totally worth it. So Worth it. Definitely check it out though, guys. Oh man. Saving. Bloom. Sorry for that, if you can hear it. Mav, oh my god. Hi Psycho, thank you so much. Yes, definitely follow Pixelogic. Okay, so any of you who are new here, right now we're streaming on the Pixelogic channel. I am live here streaming for Pixelogic every Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST. And the rest of the week, there are different people, different artists from different professions, all going to be streaming here, streaming ZBrush and their workflows and what works for them in an educational format. So if you have questions, feel free to ask the artists on this channel what's going on, what are they doing, what do they eat for breakfast, all that kind of stuff, and they'll be able to tell you. It's definitely a good resource for not just learning, but I also really enjoy when I'm at work and there's a Pixelogic stream on, I kind of like have it on in the background. I remember Joseph Druss was just like, man, Ashley's always on Twitch. I'm like, well, I come on for the Pixelogic ones. always online. No, I'm not always online, but yeah, definitely check out the other artists that are going to be streaming here every single day of the week. And there's going to be more too. There's always more coming, so that makes it even better. I also have my own channel as well, which you can find at the bottom of the screen if you're interested in seeing more of my specific workflow or hanging out with this crew that you're seeing in chat right now. These cool cats. If you're interested in that, then follow over there, and I stream on that channel every Tuesday at 8 p.m. EST. We do all kinds of silly stuff. Hey Anthony, how's it going? Thank you for the link. I'm not always online, give me a break. But yes, you can believe that. It's fine. Oh wow, seriously Mav, that is dedication. Props to you. Can you put your touch on the character, give it a neat antenna? You kind of like an anglerfish? I've done an anglerfish sort of thing in the past. If you want to check out like the past VODs, I did like a sort of deep sea fishy sort of thing with that. Right now we only have about 15 more minutes left, so big changes on the characters, it's not gonna happen. Right now we're in detail phase. Just because we only have 15 minutes left. I'm sorry, Apala. What did you breakfast for eat? I ate for breakfast. What a seductive tale. Well, I am not gonna question you. To each their own. Oh, that's great, Blans. I'm so happy that you're enjoying it, and I'm sure the Pixelogic team really appreciates you as well. Marshall, I'm not at liberty to talk about any of that. I don't work at Pixelogic. I don't know what's going on with that kind of stuff. I am demoing the program right now. It would make clicking noises? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we get that clicking noise. I agree. It's totally a clicking noise kind of thing. Alright, last leg. Let's do this. Did that backwards. Slurping. Man, you guys really want that slurp. You guys really want that slurp. Be careful what you ask for, man. Careful what you wish for. I want that slurp. Just saying. Be careful what you wish for. We might get all industry standard up in here in a second. If you were not doing ZBrush sculpts, what would the A cubed be? Do you mean like what else do I do 3D? I also model in other softwares other than ZBrush, yes. I am a character modeler, so I don't just use ZBrush. ZBrush works with a whole bunch of other programs. For me, I use Maya. Szechuan sauce. No more slurping. Oh my gosh, you guys stop talking about that slurping. I'm telling you, you gotta be careful. Careful what you ask for. You just gotta be careful. Oops. What are the iconic heroes in games comics that stand out? You're doing a silhouette logo design. You just want some ideas, male or female. Iconic heroes in games. Mario. Batman. I don't know. Honestly, you could just like type in like popular comic characters, popular game characters, and you'll get all of that. Spatula, we're making some sort of like face-hugging crab thing. Sup, bruh. Sup. Thank you, Spatula. I appreciate it. I'm self-taught in 3D. I went to college for traditional and 2D animation, and I ended up finding out that I didn't want to be an animator when I discovered ZBrush. It's like, this is better. In my opinion, anyways. It's not true for everyone. Some people genuinely enjoy animating, but I didn't want to do it for a living, so... Hey, Sanguine Jackal, how are you doing? Yeah, rigging's pretty tricky. Okay. Man, there's still quite a bit of work that I want to do on this. I'm going to do like maybe like another 15-20 minutes or so, like off stream, I think. I think that's what I'm gonna do off stream. And then I'll post them up in Keyshot later on tonight when I get it rendered. You're taking a rigging class, nice. Clay relief sculpting, cool. Okay, so this is where we got to. I'm gonna take it a little bit further off stream and see if I can get get a little bit more detail in there that I wanted to get in that I wasn't able to this stream. So we've got, I'll give you like a little paste up here of what this guy ended up looking like. Got some of this. So this is the crab thing that we ended up doing today. It's tons of fun. So again, if you guys enjoyed this stream, please give Pixelogic a follow. I am here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. doing 8 p.m. EST or 5 p.m. PDT, doing the same sort of thing that I did this stream. Not a crab every single time, obviously, but just kind of like having fun with shapes and silhouette and just trying to make a creature out of a clay ball. So if you did enjoy this, give Pixelogic a channel, and then if you enjoyed me personally, you could come over to what link just posted in the description. That's my Twitch and Discord and ArtStation, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. You can check that out and follow and whatever other stuff. Here, I'll show you. So I'm just gonna come right over here. You see this right here? Hello. That's mine down there, right here. Yes. So you can feel free to checkerinos. And industry standard stuff. You guys said that you were interested in what you need to finish a sculpt. Well, you see, if you want your art director to approve your model, just go up to him and be like, "Hey, Mr. or Mrs. Art Director, listen to me for a second. I need you to approve my model." And then you're good. Alright, so there you go. You got your Slurpees, you got your crabs, you got your follows, and I will see you guys again next week. Have a great night. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye. Wait. Bye.